Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully complete our logout part, right? So now in this video, I want to change our default breeze form. I want to replace it with our theme form. Okay, that is our register page. So now that is our theme as auth register.html. Okay, so now first of all, I want to find out our main file. As I told you before, where exactly that located. Simply go to, right now we don't need this, simply go to our view. Right, so that will be in our view page area. That means in our resources, into the resources, if you go to that view, and into the view there is a auth, and that is our register blade. Now I want to replace it. Okay, so by default that is actually all the field in here. Now I want to replace our theme one. So if you want to replace it by the theme, then we have to find out our theme as auth register.html. Simply go to our backend folder, that is our backend theme. And that is on the auth, because there is a auth logging and there is a auth register. Now first of all, I want to open with the sublink text editor. I simply open it, and by default one here I will actually replace everything just like that same. Better I copy it, and then I want to open it and I save it. Okay, so that will be needed. I want to take everything from to this position. I show you like that is our auth register.html. I simply copy everything, and now in our register blade here I want to paste it. Okay, I simply paste it. Right now we don't need this HTML. First of all, I want to update our all that CSS. I want to update that name as a register admin. Okay, register admin. I simply update it as a register admin. That will be actually our title. Title will be updated, and our asset will be the same procedure. Actually, I copy it, and then the asset. Then there is also the asset, and then asset one. The same procedure. Okay, simply updated that asset into the backend folder. Then that is our asset images icon. I cut it, I paste it. Then there is a bootstrap mean CSS. I cut it and then paste it. Same as in here, paste it. Also, I cut it and then paste it. Okay, friend. I hope you already remembered that part. There is a public folder, then the backend, then there is our asset file. Great. And now also I want to update the same things for our JS file. That have also some of the JS. But I want to copy it again. And then I simply select it, pressing by the control. Then that will be all selected at a time. Paste it, which is totally fine. Now I want to update that JS. Cut it and then I paste it. I simply cut it and then paste it. Again I cut it, and then that will be backend asset. Then that will be as a backend asset. Also I want to update backend asset. Okay, I simply update. Great. Now our JS file is updated, and also our CSS file is updated, and also I updated the title. Okay, friend. Now if you go, you can see that about some of the form. The form is started and form is ended in here. But I want to make it as a little bit by pressing that shift tab. I want to make it a little bit left side. Now from our default one, I want to actually update. Okay, so that is actually our default one. Here there is on the field as a name and name field. So into this area we need that actually ID, we need that our type, and also we need that our name. So that is the three field will be needed. So now in our register, into the register first field as an email, right? Now first of all I want to check it. That is one of the dev. You can see dev is started, dev is ended. I want to copy it, and then I want to paste it. Okay, so first of all in our here a form will be needed. Better I copy that total form. I copy this form, and in our register here I paste it. So that will be the same, only I want to add that our class. I simply cut it and I want to update this class. Okay, so right now we don't need this. So that is our form, and that is our form one of that class. That means our theme class, our method will be as a post, and action will be as a route register. So I take it simply from our default one. Okay, friend. And then that is our CSRF token will be needed. Our first field as a name, right? I want to take one of the ID will be as a name. I simply, you can see there is on the input field here. As I told you, we need that our ID ID I name it as a name, type I make it as a text type, and then also we need another one, type and then the name. I simply copy it, and then here I want to do, after that I name it as a name, and our placeholder will be as a name. I name it as a name. And then that's all. Better I copy it and then again I paste it. Okay, I simply paste it. So our another field will be as a username. I copy it. Now that will be as an ID. I name it as a username. Type will be as a text type. Name will be as a username, and our placeholder will be as a username. Okay, username. Great. And then our another one, better I copy that total dev. I copy it, and then that will be our another one. After that username, then that will be the email, right? I copy it. Now that will be our ID. How much easy it is. You can see there is only ID will be needed. Type for the email, I want to make it as the email type. Okay, that will be the email type, and name will be needed. I simply name it as a name, and our placeholder will be displayed as email. Okay, it will be displayed as email. Great. And then the password, for the password our ID will be needed, type will be needed, and name will be needed. I copy it. Now that will be better I copy it. Okay, I copy it and then I paste it, because that is the same things. Now our name I name it ID will be as a password, so our ID will be as a password, type will be as a password type, name I name it as a password, placeholder will be as a password. Okay, perfect. So I hope it's very clear. So only our ID, the type and the name is important. Okay, so now I simply update, and now there is our another one. After that there is also another one as a confirm password, right? Now I want to take another field. I copy it, and after that I paste it. So that will be another one, our ID as a password confirmation. I copy it, so then that will be as a password confirmation. Type will be as a password type. Name I name it here. That is a name. Actually, you can see there is the same name as a password confirmation. I name it as a password confirmation. Placeholder, I make it as a password confirmation. Okay, I make it as password confirmation, so that will be as a password. Great. So now that is all that our field, and then except that terms and condition, we don't need this. I simply remove this level. There is the input field. Also I don't need this input field. Okay, I remove it, and then there is our register button. Register button here. There is another submit type. Okay, so then that will be the submit type. Great friend, that's all you have to do. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Our register is updated. If you now click as a save. Okay, save it. Now first of all I want to check it. That is our default one. Now I want to refresh it. You can see it's not successfully updated, and one of the image is missing. In our register page there have also another image. Maybe there is a backend images. Here you can see there is another images. I want to update that image. I copy it, then that will be our image. I simply paste it. So asset and then PNG. I cut it and then paste it, and then again I cut it and then I paste it. Now our image will be displayed. Give a save. Now refresh it. Yeah, you can see it's now successfully displayed that message. So first of all I also want to check it. Okay, here also we have to validate our mail. So I want to make it with the mail trip, because I have already set up that things like that way, right? Now if you go to that main box, I want to make it as a clean all that messages. Now I want to register with our new user. Okay, here first of all I want to refresh it. I name new one as a test. Okay, test, and our username I make it as a test, and then test@gmail.com, and udemy 12345, udemy 12345. Okay, so now if everything okay, it should be registered. Now click as a register. Here you can see it's now successfully registered. Okay, that means this user is now successfully registered, And if you also want to check it in our database, if you go to that our user table, and into this user, you can see now there is a new user as a name, email as a test@gmail.com, password, and also username as a test, right? That means our register part is successfully working. So now if you clear the logout, and now if you access that register, or I have already updated our theme register page. Great. In our next video, I want to do like here, I want to put one of the route. If you want to put that route that is in our register page, into the register page, here there is also one of the link, but I want to put one of the route here. Okay, simply put that route, and that means the default route as a or logging route. Okay, so I want to put that as a logging route. Now that will be redirected to our logging page. Sorry, right now we don't need this. I have already updated the same things from to this position. I hope you get that idea. Now click as I close it. Now click as a save all. Now if you refresh, okay, if you refresh, now if you go to that account here, it's now redirected to a logging page. Okay friend, so in our next video I want to update our logging page. Okay, here I want to replace with our theme logging page, that is our auth logging.html. Here I want to do apply, so right now we don't need this. I simply close it. Okay, close it, and also you can see there is a verification mail is available for the our address. So I want to verify it. Simply open it. Now that is a verified. Here we have to logging. Okay, so I want to do better. Right now we don't need this. That is our logging, auth logging. I want to update in here. So how can do this work? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.